Praise God. As we approach, or as the storm approached the coast of Florida, we need guidance from the Lord. Over the past few days, a lot of people were getting ready for the storm. They tell us to go and get all our supplies, at least for 7 days. They said get generator, water, tin food, canned food, fuel, fill up your car with gas and get extra gas. Because we're anticipating the coming of the storm. A couple of days before, it was a small tropical depression way out there in the eastern Atlantic and Caribbean. They said it might become Category 1. And when it goes over Puerto Rico and then hit Hispaniola, the mountain will destroy. And all that will come toward Florida will be little remnant. But man does not control nature. When the storm veered off course, they said Florida, the entire state is in the cone. And folks were getting worked up and worried. Then it became Category 2, then 3. And while out there 13 miles, now we're drifting our way, you decide to slow down. Now 8 miles an hour. So it was still gonna take South Florida. So we were preparing that today there will be no church. No service will be at home, listening to the wind blowing or looking through wind and see tree limbs flying. But it was not meant to be today. We went to bed and we heard, get up in the morning, it was Category 4. And it's going to northern section of the Bahamas, so it will not touch South Florida. So folks start getting, what all the planning for? Why did I buy these food? Why did they allow me to spend my money? I know storm is coming. So many folks were frustrated. Well, some say it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Then we went to bed. And then we heard it was Category 5. I wasn't around when Andrew was knocking South Florida. But that Category 5, very dangerous. We think about our brothers and sisters in the Bahamas. They have not yet recovered from Matthew. A few years ago, Matthew was just a tropical depression out there. They said Matthew will not have much impact on the Bahamas. And overnight, Matthew became Category 4. Man's prediction on nature. Man's prediction on God's timing. And so many people want to predict when the Lord is coming. So many people want to put God in a box. So many people want to say, let me tell you, the word said, the song said, God placed his footstep in the wind and ride upon the storm. So guess what? God is doing some riding this morning. We don't have to worry, because the wind and the wave must obey his will. So we got up this morning and they said they're part of Fort Lauderdale is in the cone. And it's likely that we may get some tropical force wind even down there in South Florida. 25 to 35 miles an hour. And people start saying, what should I believe? They say this yesterday. They say this today. What should I believe? There are so many folks that from I was at my knee, I heard that the Lord is coming. I don't see him come yet. But remember, prepare to meet our God. He's not changing like the hurricane. He's not one this way today and one this way tomorrow. His timing is perfect. He's coming at a time when you and I will least expect it. We cannot predict God. So guess what? Get ready, people, get ready. The King is coming back soon. As the storm is blowing out there, and I believe right now many of our brothers and sisters in the Bahamas are worried. Many in Georgia, North Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, they are worrying. You know tomorrow is what? Come on, tomorrow is what? There are going to be many laboring, cleaning up, because so many were planning Labor Day. We're going to do what? Barbecue. Many were planning on going to jerk this and jerk that. They're going to jerk some tree limb. Oh, they are going to the beach. Oh my God, they're going to worry about. I pray to God that the storm does not affect them in a way that will spoil your day. But Labor Day mean what? Labor. Work. But while folks supposed to be working, they are jerking. Isn't that amazing? Labor Day mean eating and feasting. Today I want to comfort your heart. We do not know where the storm will still go. But it's good to be prepared. So you don't need to be worrying and fretting about where the storm will come. Because guess what? One songwriter said, I feel a touch of hands so warm and tender. They are leading me in the paths that I must trod. I'll have no fear when Jesus walks beside me, for I am sheltered in the arms of God. So let the storm rage high, the dark cloud rise. They don't worry me, for I am sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me, and naught on earth can harm me, for I am sheltered safe within the arms of God. Hurricane, the rain can come, but we know we are sheltered safe in the arms of God. While Jesus is in the vessel, we can smile at any storm. Yes, it's okay to prepare. It's okay to get ready. But we need to understand this. God is in control. The disciples were worried about a storm that was rocking their ship. And while Jesus was sleeping, they're saying, oh, it seems as if he doesn't care. And they woke him up. But Jesus said, oh, ye of little faith. If the roof blow off, we still have Jesus. If the trees then blow down, we still have Jesus. We need to understand this. Today I want to share briefly with you on Psalm 46. Because sometimes we read these psalms and we take them for granted. We do not apply them to our lives as we go through various storms. Because not only the storm, physical storm that come through nature. Sometimes there's the storm of sickness, the storm of finance, There are different kind of storm that come in: emotional, psychological, physical, relational storm. How are we going to deal with it when they come? The Lord Jesus told us that those of us who hear His word and put them in practice are the wise one who build their house on the rock. So when the storm comes, whatever hurricane, whatever testing and trials, we are grounded. The waves gonna beat. The waves gonna rise. But guess what's gonna make the difference? We are shelter safe within the arms of God. So let the storm come. We have to still out the storm. Who said, peace be still? And if you're anxious today, the word of God said, peace be still. My peace I give unto you, not as this world give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled. Some of you have been through Andrew. Some of you have been through Wilma. Some of you have been through Irma. But we're still here by the grace of God. So the rain will not deflect us. We're going to still have our faith strong in God. We lift up our prayer and our thoughts, those in the Bahamas. We lift up our thoughts and prayer to those in the South Carolinas, in the Carolinas, and in Georgia. Because they may feel the brunt of it. But what? God is still in control. Psalm 46 said, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. Even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though its waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with its swelling, there is a river whose stream shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacle of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. Just like a tree, it said, planted by the waters, I shall not be moved. So God shall help her, just at the break of dawn, the nation raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. And there it goes again. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Come, behold the works of the Lord, who has made desolation in the earth. He makes war cease. To the ends of the earth, he breaks the bow and cuts the spear in sunder. Or cut it in two. He burns a chariot with fire. And then what verse 10 says? Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. This is the reading of God's holy word. We pray that He may bless it to our hearts thereby. Many people only call on God when trouble comes. When everything is going all right, they don't call on God. And sometimes God has to allow a storm to come to let us know that we are not in control. He is in control. Because when everything is going opposite, we don't pray. But I know since the week gone, many people are praying, oh God, turn back the storm. Oh God, let it veer that way. So the storm has to come for us to call upon our God. That should not be. Should danger come near us, that's the only time we call upon God. It's very important to see that many are praying for this and praying for that only when trouble comes. And as soon as trouble over, they forget the God who delivered them out of the trouble. But thanks be to God. He's our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. And this is the assurance for us as Christians. God is, not was or shall be. God is. Whatever you're going through right now, God is in the midst. God is there to see you through. The word God in the Christianity is eternal being who created and preserved all things. Christians believe God to be both transcendent and immanent. Transcendent means that God is wholly independent of and removed from all the material things going on out down here. And immanent means God is involved in the everyday activity of the world. You see, there's a school of thought that believe that God created this world and leave it on its own. He doesn't business what is going down here. Things just happen by chance. But God is transcendent. He's set apart from the world. But God is also immanent. He's in the daily runnings of the world, because what his word said, he sent the rain on the just. So God is involved in creation. He's never leave us. He has never failed us. He's always involved. So God is our refuge. 3 times in the scripture. In verse 1, verse 7, and verse 11, we see the word our refuge. What is a refuge? A refuge is a place of shelter, a place of security. It can be a condition of being safe from all alarms, safe from all danger, safe from people who are pursuing. Safe is a protected place. And we need to get in God in that place where we're not easily alarmed by what is going on. God is our refuge. He's our protector. And we're going to be where we know He's protecting us. Sometimes we have security camera all around. Sometimes we have door alarm and we have this, and we are putting our trust in these things. It's okay to have them. But thieves nowadays are not scared of our security camera. I see them on TV every day, going in front of people's porch, looking in the camera. I go with your pocket. Taking pose, selfie, right in front of the camera. Who cares? Some people have dog, but these dogs nowadays are yuppie. I just go with a little dog biscuit and bribe the dog. Dog wagging tail and eat at the teeth, gone with the people on TV. So our refuge is not in man-made stuff. Yes, it's good to have the wow. It's good to have the camera, but we must trust in God. He's our refuge. He's our strength. We take refuge in Him. The storm is coming. We are safe in God. You know you can be in the house and still unsafe if you're not in God. Because storm can blow down wall as a tornado come turn over, scatter building. And we have to come to that place where we have a peace of God that passes all understanding. I know the storm is blowing, the wind is blowing, but I'm safe in the arms of God. God is our refuge. Not only is He our refuge, He's our strength. Sometimes we feel weak. Sometimes we feel powerless. Sometimes, many of you seniors, many of you senior, living by yourself. I know what it means. Before I had shutter, I've been struggling with some plyboard heavier than me. Sometimes I drop and I get up and I try to push up that heavy plywood to button up, to protect from the storm. And some of you seniors, there's no one around. Lord, who I'm going to call to put up this shutter? Who I'm going to call to take down this? I don't have any strength. I can't do like I used to do. When I was younger, I would just lift up this and boom, boom, boom. What are you going to do? God is not only your refuge, He's your strength. He'll give you the emotional strength you need to cope. He can also give you the physical strength and the mental strength you need. Because sometimes when the storm and other thing is coming and you start to get worried, He give you peace in the midst of the storm. And sometimes you have nobody to help. But listen, I look unto the hills from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. One sister was testifying one day that she was bathing in her shower and she fell. Nobody to help her. But she called out on Jesus. And God, she was not near to her phone. She couldn't get up. And God make it so possible that her AC technician came by that day. He knocked on the door. And he kept knocking. It's so good. Sometimes you keep the door locking on, but sometimes use wisdom. She decided that day not to lock the front door. And she shouted to him through the window and said, I'm in the bathroom, I fall, I can't get up. And he came in. God sent an AC technician. It was not a church brother, it was not her pastor, it wasn't her deacon. God is our strength, He's our refuge, He's our provider. And she testified in the church, oh God, help her. Sometimes you feel weak, you have no strength, you can't even get up to do much. But they said, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. So when we are in trouble, we can call on Jesus. Reach out and touch the Lord as He passes by. He's not too busy to hear your heart's cry. He's passing by this moment, your need. You don't have to be financial. Sometimes you're in some situation that only God can help. Tell it to Jesus. He will work it out for you. And listen to what the verse 2 said. Therefore, we will not fear. In light of verse 1, since God is our refuge, since God is our strength, since God is our very present help in trouble, we will not fear. You see, they are basing, the psalmist is basing his confidence on who God is. Because if God is my refuge, amen, if He is my strength, if He is my very present help in time of trouble, what am I going to worry about? What am I going to fret about? God has taken care of everything. We sang, we are complete in Him. So sometimes we bring unnecessary fret upon ourselves, unnecessary worry, when God is saying, do not worry. You know, Bob, about that thing. Every little thing gonna be all right. I tell you what, when the Irma came 2017 and blow down the trees them, I didn't cause them to grow. God caused them to grow back. Think about it. Many of our trees were broken and God sent His power, His nutrients in those trees, and the limbs grow back. That this past summer or spring, they bloom so nice that we could eat mango. But when the storm is blowing, it looks desolate. Things are broken. You know, sometimes God has to break us and blow us around to renew us. You have to blow up the whole leaves, the whole limb, break off some of those old branches so new branches can sprout. Because sometimes we get a place in God where we satisfy and any whole things go, and God have to bring in some storm to blow things around, to turn things over, to bring about a renewal. Because sometimes we sit in Zion. We sit in Zion and say, okay, I'm arrived already, so guess what? I have my name written in the Lamb's Book of Life, so guess what? I can cross, cut my tail and sit back. And God have to cause some wind to blow. Cause some things to fall apart so He can fix it again in His way. So the psalmist said, therefore, we will not fear. Do not fear, even though the earth be removed, and though the mountain be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with swelling. We are people of God. And sometimes we allow fear, the negative emotion to rule our life. And fear can cause us to do some crazy and foolish things. You see, when the angels came to the people of God, what do they say? 2 words: fear not. Sometimes you're overcome by fear. Many may not have insurance in their house. So fear and worrying, the storm blow the roof, how is going to fix? God will get it fixed some way. God will do it. He did it in the past and He can do it again. The cars out there, I tell you, some times ago, the storm blew so heavy, it messed up our vehicle, but guess what? You have insurance. So take it to the place and then duke it, repaint it. One time in Wilma, the roof got messed up, and guess what? The Lord knew we needed a new roof. So He sent Wilma. Because the one was on it, patch. The Lord knows. Because we could inconvenient, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be all right. So the psalmist said, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. And there are several places in verse 5 we said, God is in the midst. Verse 7, the Lord of hosts is with us. Verse 11, the Lord of hosts is with us. Sometimes we have to remember when we are going through storms, we are not alone. Jesus promised never to leave us nor forsake us. Even I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil because you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So we need to understand and appreciate the presence of God. Sometimes we ignore or we are oblivious to the presence of God. He's with us. No matter what is happening, God is with us. And sometimes we get worked up and we're rushing there. It's kind of funny. I went to get something, a store. While I was going across, I hear, accident. What happened? A lot of folks lining up at a gas station to get gas. And this person believed he could cut across the street to go over, but probably they pressed on the gas too hard. So the car said, I need more gas. And it fled across the road and boom! And hit somebody in the gas station. Know what? Everybody's stuck. No gas in car because no insurance matters. Police came, statement. What they rush for? Sometimes we lack patience. We want things to happen in our time, and God wants to work in His time. What He told the children of Israel while they were at the Red Sea, stand still. Sometimes, you know, as a pastor too, I have to come to the place in my life where I learn to stand still and let go and let God. Because sometimes we believe because we are pastor, we are run church, and this will go all the way, and God said, no, I am the head of the church. And sometimes we are doing stuff and things are not happening fast enough. I want to progress in the American dreams. I want to get this before I reach 40. I want to get this before I 50. We didn't consult God yet. We want to accumulate things and say, before I reach 40, we set our goal. Before I reach this, I want my degree. By the time I reach this, I want to get married. By the time I reach this, I want to get my house. By the time I want to retire. And we have everything lined up. All the plans. But that we surrender them to God. You see, those of us who are building buildings or making addition, we can go to the city to get permit. We can't just do as we feel like. There's laws that govern the city and the state. So guess what? You think I can go because I own a property, I can just start building a house? Huh? I have to submit the plan to the county. And the county revise the plan. And if this out of what the county no, that can't work. That is a violation of the building code. So guess what? You have to do this, you have to do that. And guess what? When the building starts, inspector have to come to see if you're going by the plan. Not by what you have in your head. By the plan you submitted. Then why would we want to do our own things without God? You know, we submit our lives to Him. God, this is a plan I have. I am just giving it. This is a blueprint. I'm giving it to you for your approval. That's why verse 10 said, be still and know that I am God. Because sometimes we believe that we are captain of our own ship or master of our own destiny. And God said, oh, take time out. Take a break. I was on the road a couple of days doing some stuff. I went to the gas station to purchase some gasoline. When I came out, I said, where's my phone? So I went back in the gas station. I asked the clerk, did he say I leave a phone here? I said, no. Gentleman came, did you say I leave a phone here? I said, no. I came back in the car. Where was the phone? Right there in the steering wheel. Run out there, something nothing. It was, but if I came in and just take a little break and be still, I would see the phone right. I tell you one day, I have my glasses in my pocket. This one, listen, I'm not seeing it yet. I'm near getting there. I have my glasses in my pocket. I was searching for my glass. Because I was not still. Where did I live? And when I see it, I sit down and I bust out a laugh. I laugh at myself. Right there in the pocket. You see, when we're not still, we make silly mistakes. We do things that are uncalled for, and the Lord is saying, same with our spiritual life. When we're not waiting on God, when we're just up in there, we messed up, and God is saying, be still and know that I am God. Yes, I'm the one who tells the storm, be still. But you and I need to have some stillness in our spirit. Sometimes we're too anxious. Sometimes we're too worked up. Sometimes we're too this and that. God said, be still. Chill. Chill out. We're working up our emotion, sending up our pressure. And God is saying, shh, be quiet. Go in the library. Yeah. Shh. Go in the hospital. Yeah. Shh. The time you have to take time out. Look out the music. I believe one of the biggest distractions we get is a cell phone. And then TV here. Our kids them from one gadget to the other. And they don't develop the sense. You see, back in school, we used to have time when teacher let us put our heads on the desk for 2 or 3 minutes. There's a state down there in New Mexico. There are times when some people in the day they take their siesta. It's a part of the people, part of town there where people take time to break. Brother and I were talking the other day. My brother June and I were talking the other day. Where we're from in St. Anne. There are many shopkeepers who they have their shop, and sometimes go there lunchtime. They're not serving you. I'm sorry, I'm having my lunch. No matter how you want to rush, they're taking them 15 or 20 minute lunch, and no matter what you want, you can't go with your money. They take time out. Take time out. Jesus told the disciple, come in. Rest a little while. We're so busy, worked up with so many things that we don't have time to get a little peace of mind. Peace in our spirit. No time for meditation or relaxation. Even if that one thing is the other. And God is saying, be still and know that I am God. You and I can't count the hairs in our head. They are numbered. And sometimes we need to take time out. Yes, that the mountains is thrown into the sea. Things are falling apart. We need to just turn it over to God. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. 3 times the psalmist give us this assurance. Listen, you're not alone. Sometimes we feel that we are alone. We are in this fight by ourselves. No. He promised never to leave us nor forsake us. You're not in this alone. Christianity is not an isolated religion. He did not say the Lord, our God of Jacob, is my refuge. He said, he speak about a community of people. We have to come together and realize that no one is an island. No one stand alone. We are a community of believers. In 1 week, all week. When one rejoices, all rejoice. So we are going through this thing where we believe we are on our own. We have to figure out things by ourselves. No, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. When you don't have pastor to call on, you have Jesus. When you don't have a deacon or a church brother to call on, you have Jesus. You know what? Jesus is omnipresent. He's everywhere. But we are not omnipresent. We are not even omnipotent. We don't have the power to help you. Sometimes we can't even help ourselves. We have to turn ourselves and say, Lord, come by here and help me. He is our refuge and our strength. A very present help in trouble. And no matter what we're going through, the storm, hurricane, physical, emotional, psychological, mental, financial, whatever it is, He's a very present help in time of trouble. I pray to God as we go through this new month, there are going to be many challenges that face us. Many things that would want to get us worked up. Many things that want to rob us of our peace. Many things that would cause us to fear. Listen to the psalmist. Therefore, we will not fear. God is a very present help in time of trouble. What is it you're going through? What's on your mind? What's worrying you? What's causing you to fear? A lot of fear is going through the immigrant community. Because our president is passing law now. Yeah. If you're a permanent resident, and you get in government program aid, you cannot become a citizen. Laws are changing. Some of us do the file for brother, sister, mother. Oh, those things cutting out now. So many people are fearful. What will become of me? Let me tell you this, brothers and sisters. Man is not in control. God is. Your God and my God and our God is in control. It was Joseph who said what his brother meant for evil, God work it out for good. And no matter how the storm is blowing, no matter how this thing is falling apart, God gonna fix it in His time. In His time. He makes all things beautiful in His time. So don't worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be all right. He who has begun a good work in you will continue it until the day of Jesus Christ. So guess what? When things are blowing up and down, just chill. When things are falling apart, be still and know that God is is God. He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. Because we know we have a God who is a very present help in time of trouble. So the rain come, God is in control. The rain doesn't come, God is in control. The wind blow, God is in control. The wind don't blow, God is in control. No matter what, my God, our God, is a very present help in time of trouble. He said, call upon me and I will answer you, and I'll show you great and marvelous things you know not of. Don't wait until a storm comes to call on God. Call on Jesus every time. He said, when you call, I'll answer, and while yet speaking, I will hear. May God bless you as we go through this season. Remember, no storm lasts forever. No season lasts forever. You may be going through hurricane season now, but guess what? Peace is coming. Calm is coming. Because guess what? I never see storm come in South Florida in winter yet. I never see a storm come in South Florida in winter yet. So guess what? Go through your storm. Another season is coming. While the earth remaineth, springtime and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall never cease. God put the season in place. In your spiritual life, you may go into your season. Don't give up on God. Don't become frustrated. Don't fret and worry. Chill. Be still and know that He is God, your very present help in time of trouble. God bless you in Jesus' name.